Welcome to your Tea Time Tip. I'm Terry Miskolczi, Director of Instruction for Brown Golf here in Bluffton, South Carolina. Today's tip is going to come from our buddy Josh Murphy. Josh went out to play the other day and he found that the slice was his prevalent problem off the tee. So we thought we'd give Josh a little bit of help there to tell him how that comes about, but also give him the solution on what he will have to do to play better golf. So let's go to the practice tee and get ourselves ready to discuss the slice in golf. So here we are standing on the practice tee at Crescent Point here in Bluffton, South Carolina. And what I've done is I've put a golf club on the ground and used it as my alignment. Now when you're practicing, always put something on the ground aiming at your intended area, because that's how you're going to figure out what is going to happen as far as golf swing is concerned. Now, we're here to help Josh figure out why in the world he would be slicing the ball. So, when we get ourselves organized, one of two things are going to happen in setup. Number one, I should be setting up parallel to the golf club on the ground. But what will happen, Josh will probably stand here and say, oh, that's way too far left. I got to make sure my feet, my hips, and my shoulders are aimed at the flag. And once that happens and I set myself up, I am now officially offline. So what begins to happen, this side is in the way of your golf swing. So you have to figure out how to take this side, your lead side, pull it out of the way, because it has to be pulled out of the way for you to swing towards the target. So not only is your club having to swing across the line, but your weight stays on your back foot. All right, and if you want some back problems, you'll find it, because once you set yourself up offline, then what begins to happen, you have to figure out how to take your lead side, get it out of the way to try and give yourself room for the swing to swing on target. Now the other problem that we have is when we set up with the ball more towards our front foot. Rather than, we talked about this before, the ball position is in the same location, about the width of a head of a golf club, just inside your front foot. But once you play it off the front foot and you set the club up to it and you misaim it, now you got double trouble. Because not only are you off balance when you set up, but you're off line. And yet you're asking yourself to swing on line. So for those of you that find a divot pattern that goes across your target line, that's because you are aimed offline, your body is off balance, and you have to swing across your line to get back online. The simple solution is to make sure that you set the body on a line that is parallel to your target line, so that you have a golf swing that can start to swing online. Keep doing this. Keep aiming your feet, your hips, and your shoulders at the target, and you'll be guaranteed you are always offline, which makes the golf swing more difficult. I'm not going to make a swing offline. It's too hard. When you learn to swing online, swinging offline is a hard thing. So I'll show you a good golf swing, swinging online towards your intended area. So when we begin to swing online, the ball goes online and you're going to cut down the walking you do on the golf course. See you next week, and we'll talk about something else that will help improve your golf game.